the mic up. This is legacy in motion. For vision of victory, trailblazing the path. Mind sharp, words heavy, every bar got class. Iconic by nature, pioneer by design. History in the making every time she aligns. Doctorate dreams, but the roots run deep. Built from the grind, now the whole world speaks. Culture, purpose, power when she steps in the room. Drop gems so real, make the future zoom. Yeah.
This is iconic pioneers. Hear the story unfold, where the fearless lead and the truth gets told. Every voice legendary, every lesson precise. Often with wisdom, Dr. Tabatha Russell on the mic. Press play. Stay ready. The movement starts now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Iconic Pioneers podcast. It's the space where disruptors, trailblazers, and bold thinkers gather to rewrite the rules of success. I'm your host, Dr. Tabatha Russell, and on this show, we will go deep with those who aren't afraid to lead differently, build legacy, impact, and authority that echoes for generations. And on today, can I just say, I'm super excited to have my guest with me on today. And that is Miss Sharon Armstrong. Welcome in, Miss Sharon.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Tabatha. What music. I love it. That intro. Oh my God. I have to, how do you say, download it to my playlist.
Yes. I love it. Thank you so much. So if you will, share with the audience who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Sharon Armstrong, and first of all, I'm a child of the greater being, okay? And I have three wonderful young adults who have taught me to be who I am. You don't need anybody else to teach you if you have children. So what it is that I do is I am a master therapist and coach. And I've been doing that now for 40 years this year. I'm so excited about this celebration.
Yeah.
And, I help visionaries and leaders to get back to themselves. Most things that are out there teach you how to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I teach you how to get back and to be something.
I love it. Thank you so much. And 40 years at perfecting your craft at being a master therapist, a master massage therapist. It is absolutely amazing. So tell me this, what does being an iconic leader mean to you personally?
Wow, that's a big question. Okay, iconic leader. Well, when I think of an icon is very representative of a bigger picture. Okay, so an iconic leader basically represents that big picture, and it is so large that I can see myself in that picture. Others can see themselves in that picture. It basically is the standard. So an iconic leader is someone who creates the standard by which others can follow.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I love that. That is so good. So tell us about a defining moment when you realized that you weren't built to follow the crowd, because I know that in your business, first of all, being an entrepreneur is not for the faint of heart, right? So
That's
being
correct.
in your business for 40 years, what has that defining moment been like for you?
Wow. Well, I can tell you it was before I got into my field. Okay. When I first started out, I was in the banking industry, and not only any bank, I was at the Federal Reserve Bank in Chicago. And I had the opportunity to work in two different areas. One was the funds transfer department, and the other was the public relations department. Now, in the funds department, daily, daily, by minutes, I saw millions, billions, trillions of funds transferred back and forth. And I was left thinking, oh my God, there is so much money in this world. It's like, okay. I was like, so how comes I don't have any of this? And it's daily, a minute by minute. Um, and then I was transferred. I just couldn't stand looking at that anymore. So where do I go? I go to the public relations department, where I get to take people on tours and take them to the vault.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
like, and there in the vault were pallets of money, paper money, just sitting there waiting to be shredded.
Mm,
Because in the United States, you take great pride in the quality of the money you exchange with.
right.
So, having to explain that this money is sent in by the banks daily to be shredded, people are always going, oh, why can't, just give me some of that? Just give me some of that. Now, I decided that after looking at all of this, working at the Federal Reserve Bank just was not going to cut it for me. And I was going to school full time as well as working full time. Work full time during the day, full time at night at school. And one of just before I left, one of my peers said to me, Sharon, why are you working so hard? I mean, the job here is really stable. And I said, yes, it might be stable, but I want to be earning $100,000 a month, not 13. So, so from that time on, I knew that I was going to be chasing bigger and better things.
All right. So that was absolutely amazing that you had the opportunity to work for the Federal Reserve and to really see all of that money. I don't know about you, but that's really inspiring to know that it's available to us, right? We just have to
Yes.
put in the work and continue to move forward. So I believe that every leader faces some sort of resistance. So,
Mhm.
what's one obstacle that almost broke you, and how did you overcome it in your journey?
Okay, well, resistance that almost broke me actually broke me. It's like it was the resistance of being all that I could possibly be, or to step into being that I could possibly be. And that was an auto accident that almost paralyzed me.
Hmm.
According to the doctors, I should be in a wheelchair.
Wow.
And I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. That is so not going to happen. And at that time, I had a 4-year old. So just imagining a 4-year old pushing me in a wheelchair. It was bad enough. She was giving me crutches so that I could move around.
Wow.
But to be
Wow.
permanently like that, that was not a very appealing picture for me. So, um, that defining time was when I renegotiated my life with the higher power.
Hmm.
I said, if I can get out and walk again, I will dedicate my life to doing massage therapy. Because
Wow.
before that, it was just fun. It still is fun. Okay. But before that, it was something that I used to decompress at the end of the day. You know, I was working in tech at the time. I was a networks specialist.
Hmm.
People knew me by my rear end because my head would be in the ceiling and my legs would be on a ladder. Okay. That was not, I don't think that was God's plan.
I love it. I love it. That is
Yes.
interesting.
So I renegotiated. I said, help me to walk again. And
Mm,
I will do the gift that was given to me to use my hands to help people to come back and be comfortable and connected in their bodies.
mhm.
So that's my short story about my resistance. It took me 9 months to get well enough to go back to work, and another 2 years after that to then step into fully doing massage therapy.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Just knowing that we can overcome many of the challenges that we face, and
Mhm.
so you sharing that story, I'm sure, is enlightening and encouraging to somebody else as well. So, how do you balance building wealth, influence, and impact without sacrificing your authenticity?
Ooh, loaded question. Really loaded. And to put it most simply, it's to do what it is that you love. Because when you do what you love, you can't help to be authentic, right?
Right, right.
And no one is going to knock you off your pedestal
Mhm.
because you are you're alive, you're being your best, you're just putting it all out there because it's love, and
Mhm.
you're sharing it with others. And when you share love, guess what? It comes right back. It's that ever giving circle. It's that ever giving circle. And so doing that alone, you will never be, as it is unauthentic a word? Let me just make stuff up here. You will never not be authentic. Okay.
Right,
There we
right.
are.
I love it because authenticity is at the core of our being, right? When we learn how to be comfortable with ourselves and walk in the own strength and power, the talents, the gifts that we've been given, it allows us to for that authenticity to show through. So thank you so much for sharing that. So what's a myth about leadership or success that you believe needs to be dismantled immediately? Because first of all, I can say that you are probably one of the goats of massage therapy. 40 years in any one thing says that you have definitely surpassed the average business life cycle 10 times over, which I think is absolutely amazing. So, what do you feel like needs to be dismantled immediately? That's a myth.
Okay. You have basically put me in the spotlight with that question because I am challenging that myth right now with me stepping up and out of the therapy room because I've been leading myself and my clients and small groups. However, I recognize that more people need to know and understand this beautiful body that they're in, and that uh, lone maverick myth that I've been living is being challenged. And so now, that in itself right now is a testament to the myth that needs to be broken.
Mm,
Anyone who's thinking that leadership is something to be done alone, and only those who have something special like Jobs and Oprah and all, they have something special that make them lead. Well, guess what? They've got a whole team behind them.
mhm.
That's the secret.
Right, right.
They've got a whole slew of posses behind them. And
Hmm.
so that's what I need to create now. It's that team spirit that shares the story, that shares the hope, the knowledge that massage therapists can last a long time. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I need some echoes behind me here, and just just kind of cut that alone stuff out.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And you said volumes with that. One of the things that I learned over the course of time is that you can definitely create six figures successfully by yourself, right?
Mhm.
Hands down, that's super easy.
Right,
However, to be and consistently be in that seven figure range, you need a team, right? To
right,
be in eight figures, you definitely need a system that's going to help you to run all of that, and do so without a lot of requirements behind it, right? So you
mhm,
definitely said a mouthful when you said that you're positioning yourself to not have to do all the things by yourself, and you're
right,
challenging that, right? So I always say challenge the challenges that you have in your life. And
mhm,
when we sit and we look at what those challenges are, sometimes it's an easier fix than we would normally just see, inadvertently, because what happens is that we have the opportunity to really grow and expand and step out of our norm, right? If we're
mhm,
working in the business, we can't really see outside. So,
right,
having others to come and help us allows us to be able to work on the business and not in the business so much. So, thank you for sharing that.
right.
Your success leaves clues. Now, I
Mhm.
know over the last 40 years, you have dropped a lot of clues. So, what's your daily habit or ritual that keeps you operating at an iconic level?
Oh boy. Yes. I don't think that this is going to be such great wisdom dropper, but but believe it or not, do you remember Happy Feet, where
Yes.
the penguins are going to go down the slide, and that little guy at the top is totally scared, and he's going, "Let me trick myself to go down."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my morning routine.
Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
trick myself every day to start at the beginning of the beginnings, okay? Because I do have a tendency to do a lot, be into a lot, and then I get bored, okay? So, tricking myself into starting at the beginning of the
Mhm.
beginnings, which is take a breath. I am
Mhm.
breathing. Ooh, I
Right.
am breathing. Oh, let me be grateful to the Most High. Yes. Okay. That's number two. Okay. And then number three is, oh, let me go to the bathroom. Then I can continue. There's that, then that waking up of my body, morning exercise routine, and reading over my list of the things that I want to do for the day. So those are things that become so habitual
Mm.
that sometimes you can skip a few,
Mhm.
and then you go, oh, wait a minute, I didn't do that, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. And then to not feel guilt about not
Mhm.
doing, because guilt is about when you do something for yourself that doesn't include somebody else.
Right. Right.
It's like so if you're not doing something with yourself, it's not going to work. It's
Yeah.
not going to work at all. So my morning routine is about starting each day as if it's the beginning, and
I
just
love it.
enjoying the journey and the process, knowing that each time I start at the beginning, I have built a new beginning.
Right.
See?
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
not I'm going backwards, I'm
Mhm.
beginning where I left off.
Oh, that's
So I
good.
keep moving forward.
I love that. I love that. That is definitely a good perspective to have. That you give yourself the grace to be able to start with a new beginning each and every day.
Mhm.
So we know also, though, that legacy is more than wealth. So, what
Mhm.
legacy are you intentionally creating for generations to come?
Oh, thank you for that question. I love it. The legacy I am creating for generations to come is to keep loving your body.
Mm,
Fall in love with the first asset that you have and that you need to maintain, the body. You just don't dress it up, take it out, retire it. Okay? There's a lot more that's here that tells you about who you are, what it is you aspire to, what it is you wish to achieve, not to achieve. There is so much history within the body, cellularly, that has come through the generations to you, that if you spend some time with it, boy, it's like reading the, oh, what is that great library that sunk? I forgot. Atlantis, the Atlantis Library.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that one.
yeah, yeah.
You know, you have tons and tons of information with the body. So to get to know it, get to sit with it, and
Hmm.
just love being in this vehicle that takes you along your journey on earth.
I love it. I love it. You said a mouthful there about just us embracing our bodies, right, and knowing all about it. And when I think about that, I think about just having balance in all of this, right?
Mhm.
Making sure that we get our proper rest, that we're keeping on top of our nutrition as well as our exercise, and how all of that is just super important for us to be and operate at a iconic level, right? At optimum
Yes.
level. So we talk about leadership, luxury, and legacy here. So
Mhm.
how do you personally define luxury as a leader?
I love it. This is my best question ever. Luxury. Oh, luxury for me as a leader is rest time.
Hmm.
Yes. You know, people may think of luxury outside of themselves. I think of luxury inside. And rest time gives me a sense of being able to come in, to come home, to feel myself again, to be able to observe what I have done, what I'm doing, to
Hmm.
decide whether I want to keep doing it or not. But that's just such a luxurious time to be able to balance and see my inside and my outside productions, or
Right.
so that just makes my eyes light up thinking about resting.
I love it. That is definitely a high priority on my list. As
Mhm.
far as self care, I include rest in there because I know that in order for us to continue to keep doing some of the things that we do, you
Mhm.
have to be able to rest your body, because that's how you repair your cells, how you rejuvenate, even your mindset. It
Yes.
allows you to be able to do that and rest. So
Yeah.
I want to just talk just a little bit about the framework that you created.
Mhm.
Since we're talking about rest here now,
Yes.
can you share with us just a little bit about your proprietary framework that you created?
Oh, thanks, Dr. T, for that opportunity. Yes, I'm so excited to share this with the audience, because it is the framework actually has been my life's work, my life being. And finally, I'm able to put it into words or symbols that I can share with other people And hopefully you'll be able to follow this framework. And I call it CALM. CALM. And C is for clarity of deciding what it is that you wish to accomplish. A is aligning it with who you are internally as well as externally. L is for learn and leveraging it to see whether this is something that you already know, aware of, or wanting others to help you. Yes, those, that posse back there. Yes. to see that, they are there just to help and support you in presenting what it is that you wish to do. And the M, of course, are those movements, those micro movements that you take daily to be able to get going. The movements into the momentum, and then you cycle back again. Sometimes you can go from the clarity of what you want to do, that you're already aligned, and you can go straight to see if you have the sources and
Mhm.
resources to get things going into the movement. So you can go through the cycle on a daily basis, and at the same time, not leaving yourself out. Because when you are involved in this process, when you are present in the process, you'll never burn out, you'll never get bored. Question mark on that one. But boredom just means you lost interest in something, and you just need to pick up from where you left off. But
Right.
this framework, I have found that I do it so naturally that I didn't know I was doing it. And it was thanks to being invited on a speaking platform that allowed me to start parsing things out in telling my story, to
Mm.
recognize that, wow, I do have a system. That system you talk about, Dr. T, that will lead you to those extra figures, zeros
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Mhm.
do have a system that I can share with other people that will
Mm.
help them also to, boost the love that they do in the field of massage therapy,
Right.
to help them to have longevity in the field and health, continued health, because knock on wood, believe it or not, this is an energetic space
Mhm.
for the wood element. So knock on wood.
Yeah, I like it. That calm method definitely sounds like it has a lot in there, and
Yes.
you've really taken the time to develop it. So
Mhm.
that in itself is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. What's one of the boldest risks that you've ever taken in your career, and how did it reshape your trajectory?
Oh, the boldest risk that I took. Boy, I've taken quite a few. Oh, well, this morning I thought of, what have I done in the field of massage therapy that was a bit risky?
Mhm.
And back in 99, give away my age here. Back in 99, I just had my son. He was not quite 3. I had a 3-year-old and a 12-year-old,
Wow.
and basically 3 years into my new marriage.
Okay.
And I picked up and went to China.
Wow. Wow.
I went to China for about a month and a half,
Okay. Okay.
so that I could learn the method, the Eastern method of healthcare.
Mm.
And that was one of the best journeys that I took
Wow.
because while I was there, I got a different mindset with regards to being a massage therapist.
That's awesome.
We were in the clinic. The doctor popped up in an x-ray and go, "What do you see here?" And we were looking at each other going, the doctor's asking us to read an x-ray. Is he crazy? That will never swing in the US. That would never swing in the US. But he said, "You're doctors. You touch the body for healing. What do you
Hmm.
see?"
Hmm.
And I said, "Well, this is what I see." I spoke up because everybody else was like, "We're not going there." So I said, "This is what I," and he said, "That's absolutely correct."
Mm.
And in that moment, that defining moment of exchange, I decided I am going to do therapy the way I can feel from my heart, from my
Hmm.
entire being. I'm going to do therapy that way. And it has been most healing. It's like a healing grace. The diagnosis, treatment, diagnosis, going back and forth. I shouldn't be using those words. I'm using those words, because people understand that medical terminology. But that giver, receiver, receiver, giver exchange that happens to create a whole,
Right.
that is that is what taking that risk gave to me.
Yeah.
And so I have been healthy throughout. I've been loving what I do. I'm not deteriorated by it. As a matter of fact, I'm like still going full time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've been doing it solo.
Wow.
So
I love it.
that says a lot. When you take risks, the
Mhm.
rewards that come back, astronomical.
Yes, I love that. You just said that so well. And for 40 years of being in the business that you do, congratulations. I mean, I commend you to the
Thank you.
highest because that shows a lot of discipline as well as consistency. So, for those that are listening who feel called to lead but
Mhm.
question their power, what's your message to them? Because I know somebody sitting there like, man, I could do that. I wish I had the opportunity. What would you share with them?
Mm. Well, first of all, you're being called to lead, right? You identify that, you become it, you live it fully, you pour love into it, and you have it.
Hmm.
Because when you are leading from love, when you are leading from your authentic self, it rewards you in ways that you don't have to worry about. You see, all you got to do is do what you do you.
Hmm.
That's it.
Hmm.
And it comes back to you. It really truly does. And
Hmm.
you will be put in places that will bring the rewards. You just have to show up and do
Yeah.
you. Okay?
Yes.
Don't hold back, be 100%. And to tell the truth, I had help to be able to say it like this. The lady that's interviewing me over there, yes, she's been 3 years coaching me. Sharon, do you? Well, guess what? I can say it back.
I love it. I love it. Well, you heard it here first, everyone, on how Miss Sharon is doing such amazing things in the field of massage therapy. She is a foremost expert in health and wellness when it comes to your body and how it is that you can live a full life. So, Miss Sharon, share with us how the audience can connect with you.
Okay, I'm going to keep it simple, folks. One way is through my website. That's www.azurehealth, health and wealth investments, because you are investing in your health, which will create your wealth, which will create your health, which will create your wealth. No, let's not be silly here. That's azurehwi.com. azurehwi.com. I'm also on social media, but let's keep it simple.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here. We'll have to have you back again to just hear all the great updates of how things are going and, potentially celebrate with you some more on your 40 years in massage therapy. So thank you so much for being here with us on today.
Thanks, Dr. Tabatha.
Thank you.
This is iconic pioneers. Hear the story unfold, where the fearless lead and the truth gets told. Every voice legendary, every lesson precise. Hosted with wisdom, Dr. Tabatha Russell on the mic. Press play. Stay ready. The movement starts now.